What is up, you guys? Happy Tuesday and welcome back to my channel. Competition was just a few days ago in Nebraska. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the footage, all of the we only showed you one treat, two technically, the donuts and then the Oreos. Everything else was quite a massive disappointment. Like the pizza we ordered. Hey, get off that. Thank you. The pizza we ordered actually ended up being raw and like doughy, and I actually had to like call and complain and get the ticket comped because not only was the pizza undercooked, but they actually gave us the wrong food, and that was extremely disappointing. And I actually ended up just cooking a frozen pizza and eating it. You guys saw that on the grocery haul. So food was like slightly disappointing in in Nebraska, so that's why you didn't see most of it. And like I said before, it was really stressful to like set up a post-show thing, so I'm not sure if we're gonna do that again, but I will find a way this next time to just like maybe do a clip of the food and show it to you, and not necessarily like sit down and actually talk to you while we're eating it. We are just so hungry at that point that it just kind of is so stressful to like make it a setup YouTube thing. So anywho, I'm sorry about my dishwasher once again. It's extremely loud, but I can't control that, I'm sorry. So I just wanted to kind of recap with you guys. I am on lunch break right now. I have a few minutes. I just wanted to talk to you guys about kind of my feelings towards this competition and my feelings moving forward. So I went into this competition knowing that I only had about a week, or I had 1 week in between. So I'm going straight into another show. Brandon and I leave in 2 days on Thursday to head out to California for Night of Champions. So I did know that. I feel now that I definitely went way too overboard with all of the food. I should have definitely stuck to one thing, you know, like indulged in one thing, and maybe it would have been just the donuts or just the pizza or something else, and kept everything else relatively clean. And then the next day I should have gotten right back on track. Instead, you saw what we bought. We didn't eat all of that by any means, but we did like nibble on everything. And then we had pizza, we had french fries, we had an appetizer. We had the donuts that we nibbled on. We didn't eat all the donuts because they were actually disgusting. I ended up cutting off like the back half of it because it was so doughy, and the dough was like styrofoam. It was awful. And I ended up just nibbling on the like top half of it. But we did eat just a ton of little things. And then the next day I woke up and nibbled on a few more cookies, a few more donuts. I think I had another slice of pizza. And then at that point I'm already kind of screwed because my brain is like craving the sugar. So I tried to like eat protein bars and stuff for the rest of the day, but then we bought some like trail mix and some dried fruit and some like bananas and strawberries. And while that is like still healthier options than pizza, macro wise it's still extremely high in fat, it's extremely high in carbs. So I was still for sure like overeating on my macros. So definitely not the best decision. And then we came home and made like at-home Mexican food. So we went out and just bought like some rice and some beans and some tortillas and made some ground turkey with some seasoning on it. And we just like had tacos. So that wasn't terrible, but once again, way overeating on the macros. And now thinking back, I'm like, that it was way too much. You know, if I had 2 weeks in between the show, I would be fine. I'd feel much more confident. But as of right now, I'm just panicking that the water's not going to come off. I'm panicking that I put on body fat. You know, I am just in a state of like stress. And it's my own fault for overeating. So, the next show that I have back to back, I am going to pray to God that I have more willpower and control myself post-show, because I don't like this feeling of like feeling stressed and all of that. So that brings us to where we are right now. I'm holding a lot of water. I weighed myself Monday morning and I was 10 pounds up from stage weight. and that's crazy, but it is a lot of water weight. I drank 2 gallons of water yesterday, did my normal amount of cardio, lifted, and I've already dropped 5 pounds, so that's good, but we still have about 7 or 8 pounds to drop. I don't know if I'm gonna get there in 4 or 5 days, so it's just grinding it out, believing it's gonna come off, and just going with the flow and just literally doing everything you possibly can. So I'm drinking 2 gallons of water a day. You got to make sure you get your cardio in. I'm wearing tons of sweat so that I can sweat all this crap off, and so we can show well in California. So I'm just like slightly nervous. I know Brandon's slightly nervous too. He's gonna obviously show better than I am because he has a massive amount of muscle, so his body is gonna burn through stuff just better than mine will because I don't have as much muscle. So he's good. I know I will be good too, but I would prefer to have not been so stressed about it. I definitely feel like I could have put myself in a better position to not feel like I'm just playing defense. I feel like I'm just playing defense, but it is what it is. I'm chalking it up to a learning experience, and because I can't go back and change it. So it's a learning experience. Now I know what my body, what is too much going back-to-back shows. So we are leaving for California in a few days. I'm actually very excited about this. California is one of my favorite places to go. It's just all beachy and warm and amazing, and the food is great. And the good thing about this competition is that we have a 4-week break, like 4 full weeks in between this and my next back-to-back competitions. So I am really hoping to show well at this competition, enjoy a meal, wake up, maybe enjoy some donuts, and then get back on track. And I'm actually gonna take what I want to call a diet break. In no way, shape, or form does that mean just like go off diet and do whatever the hell I want. It is going to be me raising my calories for about a week, maybe 2, maybe lowering my cardio just a little bit, and give my body a break. I have been really low carb for about 3 to 4 weeks now, and I actually think it is hindering my fat loss. So after this competition, we're gonna go into a diet break for about a week or 2. We're gonna up the calories, lower the cardio, and hopefully have a positive effect from that, and just kind of help with my metabolism, just because, like I said, I've been dieting for a really long time on just really low calories and low carbs. So I am excited for that. That's pretty much it. On the like personal side of things, you guys, my house is a freaking nightmare. We are in like multiple peak weeks. We're both in multiple peak weeks. We're both naturally dirty people. I will just admit that to you. Neither of us are like neat freaks. So when we're both in peak weeks and we're just like traveling back to back, this house is chaos. Like our laundry load is embarrassing. The kitchen is actually staying quite clean. We're both getting more meticulous about that, which is good, but everywhere else is just chaotic. So insert meme of that guy sitting in his burning down house. This is fine. It's okay. This is fine. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know, I wanted to talk to you about post-show vibes. So I got my placing for this show, and I got 10 out of 11 girls. So that is awful. I basically got last place, which is what I imagined. I don't think I deserved that. That was awful placing. I think Brandon called it right after prejudging. I got so overlooked at this show, you guys. When I stepped up, we watched the prejudging film. When I was up there, we looked at it. About half of the judges just weren't even looking at me. They weren't even watching me. I got overlooked for sure. And it sucks because you want to get looked at, you want to even get judged, but like they were so focused on other women that they had already seen. And my struggle is at check-ins, the people, like the promoters and everything, were harping on like, do multiple classes, do novice, do this, do that, it's more exposure, blah 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 blah. And like I want to say that all the people that were in first call outs did novice. So if you can do novice and you can do open, I recommend it because the judges will see you more and you're on their radar. And the unfortunate thing is if I would have competed in that class and they would have seen me, my placing could have potentially gotten better because they showed me, or because they had seen me. I felt when I walked up there that they had already had that first call out in their mind, and it did not matter what I did. Like, they had already had it in their mind before I even walked up and did my routine in front of them. So it was a little upsetting because I feel like I brought a great package. I saw stage shots and I was like, I look good. I'm happy with it. So I'm going to take that as a win. Like I said, I pretty much got last place. What can you do? This is a very, very interesting sport that I've chosen to fall in love with, and these are the, this is just what comes with it, you know? You can't make them judge you correctly. You can't make them pay attention to you if they just don't care to, and you can't make them look at you. So I am going to take it as a win because I actually feel like I've improved my physique. I enjoyed my posing. It's gotten much better thanks to my wonderful posing coach, and that's what I'm going to take. And so going into California, I'm just going to go into it with a positive mindset. I love traveling out there. The shows out in California are usually a ton of fun. There's a ton of energy because there's so many people out there. So that's really exciting. Okay, that's all. That is my feedback from the show. I definitely got overlooked. I got 10th place. And it's just going to fuel my fire for the next couple of shows. So next time I will see you, I have to go to the grocery store. Maybe I'll show you a grocery haul. But other than that, it's peak week again. So maybe I'll show you some peak week things. And yeah. So I will talk to you guys a little bit later.